Welcome to the Cathedral of the Universe. Hello, I'm Esme Paloma and I'm the priestess of the Universal Cathedral. I'd just like to explain a little bit before we go in as to what you're going to be seeing. As we walk through the door, you'll see in front of you some big banners, and the banners represent the spiritual teachings from humankind. In the top part you'll see the oculus, a circle. You'll see a winged creature, and these creatures are one of the four holy creatures that were seen by St. John the Divine in the Revelations. But it is also, each one of those holy creatures also is represented as the order of angels for the mystical Kabbalah, the highest sphere, the sphere of Keter. So, and then below that is the ancient pre-Christian Celtic symbols, the four sacred objects. There's the one you'll see as we walk in is the shield with the pentacle. The second one we'll see is the wand, and it has the Druidic Ogham alphabet on it. And the third one we'll see is a crystal standing in instead of a sword. And for the fourth one in the west you'll see a bowl, which is really very similar to the ancient goddess, and it's the cauldron of rebirth. And these four represent the ancient Celtic tradition. So what we're doing is we're using a lot of different traditions that are of a mystical nature. So why don't you come with me and let me show you the Cathedral of the Universe. As we approach the temple and walk around the outside of it, we are confronted with banners from which blaze forth archetypal images, which are obviously symbols. This exterior represents the objective view of religion as a social phenomenon comprised of sacred things we can share with the outside world. The symbols are intellectual, clearly defined, and ceremonial, meant for the reasoning mind. Yet somehow they are balanced by emotions, evoked within us as ancient images welling up from some primordial depths, connect with our universal memory, the Akashic Sea of consciousness. It is only after we have entered within the temple that these feelings are given total freedom, as the wild emotional paintings within allow us to give expression to our own spiritual ecstasy. Inside the temple we are totally subjective. This is where we are able to contemplate our own mystical pathway to our higher power. The vital centre within the Cathedral of the Universe is the sacred Kabbalistic tree of life, consisting of a glyph of 10 spheres, which are said to contain the workings of the universe, both its macrocosm within limitless space and its microcosm within the human body. The mystical tree of life spark on its downward journey from creator to manifestation, or a ladder for the soul's upward journey in search of the primal glory. The power of this vital centre is cosmic. It is the perfect harmony of primeval force and form, which I have symbolically enclosed in its own four cardinal points as a means of containing it and thereby increasing its energy. Sit in peace and feel the divine luminosity descend upon you from above. Can you feel it? Sit quietly and listen. Perhaps you hear your own healing note or chord harmonizing with the glorious light and echoing back to you as you let yourself become one with the cosmos. Now you've had the introduction and the meanings and the teachings of the different panels and of my Cathedral of the Universe, but the whole thing really is meant to be experiential. So now what I'd like to do is have you come with me while we experience it firsthand, the magic of the Cathedral of the Universe. It is called the Cathedral of the Universe because once we're inside and you see all the paintings, there are places within each painting where you can go through and out to the universe and follow your own journey, your own personal journey. But for now, I'd like you to come with me while we enter to this beautiful space as I sing and we walk in. Come with me. Now I walk in beauty, beauty is before me, beauty is behind me, above and below me. Now Welcome to the sacred space. Now I'd like you to join me as we do a celebration of the four sacred elements from which all life is composed, a dance to the earth, the air, the fire and the water. Come along as we do the dance. The earth, the stones and the crystals, the earth, the stones and the crystals, the power of the earth, the power of the earth, the air, the clouds and the wild wind, the air, the clouds and the wild wind, the power of the air, the power of the air, the fire, the heat, and the sunbeams, the fire, the heat, and the sunbeams, the power of the fire, the power of the fire, the sea, the womb, and the water, the sea, the womb, and the water, the waters of rebirth, the waters of rebirth. Thank you for helping me celebrate and honour the four elements from which all life is composed. Now what I'd like to do is honour the ancient spirits of the directions. This also is a very ancient way of spirituality. And so I'd like you to come with me to the panel of the East. We'll start there because the East is the place of beginnings and the rising sun and so on. So if you'd like to come with me to the East panel. Spirit of light, illumine our lives. Grant us the gift of far seeing. Spirit of fire, open our hearts, that we may have warmth and compassion. Now to the west. Spirit of water, let us dive deep and discover the truths that are hidden. And to the north. Spirit of the earth, help us to live, centered and strong in wisdom. Welcome, spirits of the directions. I'd really like to do something that is also very ancient. You'll see the stones on the floor, and these stones are in a triple spiral. And the spiral goes around 3 times, and spirals mean many things in many cultures. For now, it's the entrance to the universal cathedral, to the time between time and the place between place. And I'd like you to walk with me as we walk the triple spiral into the temple, as I read from the Canticle to Brother Sun by St. Francis of Assisi. Most high, omnipotent, good Lord, yours are the praises, the glory, the honour, and all blessing. To you alone, Most High, do they belong, and no one is worthy to mention you. You, my Lord, with all your creatures, especially for Sir Brother Sun, who makes the day and through whom you give us light. And he is beautiful and radiant with great splendour, and bears the signification of you, Most High One. Praise be you, my Lord, for Sister Moon, and for the stars. You have formed them in heaven, clear and precise and beautiful. Praise be you, my Lord, for Brother Wind, and for the air, cloudy and serene, and every kind of weather, by which you give sustenance to your creatures. Praise be you, my Lord, for Sister Water, which is very useful and humble and precious and chaste. Praise be you, my Lord, for Brother Fire, by whom you light the night, and he is beautiful and jocund and robust and strong. Praise be you, my Lord, for our sister, Mother Earth, who sustains and governs us, and produces various fruits with coloured flowers and herbs. Praise and bless my Lord, and give him thanks, and serve him with great humility. Raphael, mighty Archangel of the East, guardian of the air and of the wand, we ask you to bless this temple and grace us with your presence here. And may you bring us the spirit of knowledge. Welcome, Raphael. Hail, Michael, mighty Archangel of the South, guardian of the fire and of the sword. We ask you to bless this temple and honour it with your presence here today. And may you bring us the gift of courage. Welcome, Michael. Hail, Gabriel, mighty Archangel of the West, guardian of the waters and of the cauldron of rebirth. We ask that you bless this temple and grace it with your presence here. And may you bring us the spirit of understanding. Hail, Gabriel. Hail, Uriel, mighty Archangel of the North, guardian of the earth and of the gates of death. We ask that you bless us with your presence here and bless the temple. And may you bring us the spirit of wisdom. Welcome, Uriel. Here you'll see the spheres of the Kabbalah. And I would really like to call the Great Spirit, who is the negative veils of existence from which the first sphere emanates. And to honour the Great Spirit, I would like to sing a little chant. O Great Spirit, earth, sun, sky and sea, you are inside and all around me. O Great Spirit, earth, sun, sky and sea, you are inside and all around me. O Great Spirit, earth, sun, sky and sea, you are inside and all around me. Welcome, Great Spirit. Now what I'd like to do is share with you the paintings that are on the inner surface of the walls of the temple. And I think the best way to do this is through reading the guided meditations. They're really for anyone to just sit and get feelings of their own, but if I read things to it, it does help to understand where I was coming from and what I was thinking when I was painting them. So if you'd like to come with me, we'll go on a meditative tour of all the paintings, starting at the east. Basically, you are on your own with all the paintings, but you cannot stray far if you keep in mind the intellectual teachings of the banners. But the paintings are for letting go of reason and stuff of the mind, and for letting your heart and instincts take over. Do not analyse, just feel the energy surrounding you. Ride to the upper reaches on the spirals of the wild spirit winds. Float with the feathers of sylph and bird. Lose yourself in the sunrise. Breathe deeply of the rarefied air as you swoop around and out through the birthing aperture to the still, silent universe beyond. Experience there your own inner journey, always knowing you may return the same way. Feel the warmth and energy of the sunrise and the hopes that a new day can awaken in you. Finally, let the cold mists and clouds that formed around you while you passed through your darkness dissipate and burn away like puffs of thistledown, as you feel the radiance of the golden sun warm you into new life. Remember, here inside the archetypal temple, you may be totally subjective and free to worship in any positive way you choose. Please, for the good of all, do not defile this harmonious thought form with negative vibrations. The flame that flickers at the heart of all life. Feel the heat of passion burn away your fears. Soar with the inferno up to the brilliance of Father Sun, merging with the blinding light of the vast countenance, from which springs all manifestation. Feel it draw you upward until you are no longer separate, but a part of the fire that dances at the heart of all life. Perhaps you receive a message. Trace the route of the inferno to the feminine opening of Pele and contemplate the fiery belly of Mother Earth. If you wish, pass through her birthing aperture to the still, quiet universe beyond, where you may travel your own shamanic pathways, knowing that you may always return the same way. Visualize the Archangel Michael within the leaping flames. If you have need of courage, ask him to bless you and remove your fears. He may have a message for you. Think of the fire of the hearth, giving warmth, safety, and cooked food, and a light in the dark around which a primitive family unit may develop and be inspired to make ritual art to describe mystical thoughts that later develop into sacred legends, not the least of which concern the fire stealers, such as Prometheus and Raven. Yourself floating on the warm primordial sea of consciousness, communicating on a cellular level with the great Sea Mother. Here is the beginning of all life. You are in her, and she is in you. Maybe you were someone once, but you do not remember. But now you become aware that you are separating from the warm, undulating womb of the great unmanifest. The karmic imprint on your unconscious knowing tells you that your time for sleep is over. You become aware of a tremendously powerful upward surge, carrying you, pushing you, pulling you, dragging you up and up until you break the surface, just as the upsurge reaches its zenith and is about to come thundering down upon you, obliterating all before it. But at the same moment, the cosmic forewaters break, and you are swept forth in a potent gush of cosmic liquor from the belly of the great Sea Mother. Your rebirth is complete, as you take your first breath. Perhaps you receive a mother's birth wish. And look, there in the ebb of the backwaters is your mother's gift for you, a symbol of her primeval sex, a collection of shells. May you never forget her. You move through the waves to the gently rocking waters beyond, bathed in the warm orange glow of the sunset, as father's son sinks into the mother's embrace, a union from which more life will be conceived, to come, as it has since the beginning of time, gushing forth out of that mighty cosmic birth canal of that mighty wave. You feel cleansed and reborn. Memorial, the rhythms of nature have followed their cosmic dance, weaving cycles within cycles. The sun's daily journey across the sky, the waxing and waning of the moon, the inexorable turning of the wheel of the year and the movements of the planets have continued for uncountable eons. The lightning flash streaked to earth, and where its life force met answering vibration, the force was transmuted to form, and life was created. The people who came to inhabit the earth were in awe of the force of nature and worshipped her for her power. They raised the magic megaliths, which remained long after the people themselves had vanished. The stones continued their silent vigil for 1,000 years when the Druids awoke them once more, charging the stones with their mysteries, which remained long after the Druids departed. The cosmic rhythms continued, and gradually Mother Earth began to reclaim her stones, wrapping them in a blanket of peat as thick as the height of a person, so that only the top of the rocks and their pointing fingers rose above the earth, their mysteries buried. Then the people came back again. They burned peat to keep themselves warm, and by their digging the stones were brought to full height once more. And even today the people feel the rock's ancient strength and power, and they wonder, what is the reality of Callanish? The mighty stones you see before you are in the shape of those of Callanish. They are our connection with the ageless earth. They create a portal through which we may contact the spirits of the north. They are the earth angels that capture the power of the moon and channel it into the earth. This is the night of the full moon, a night which, throughout the ages and for all people, has been a time of great power, especially for women. Gently touch the luminous shadow face of the great mania before you and gaze into the eye of the moon. Feel yourself energized as the megalith draws down the moon onto you and through your body's energy centers, the chakras, to the earth below your feet. You are one with the rock, the moon, and the ancient earth. Feel the moon draw you into her embrace. She is more ancient than the stones, and she has seen much. Maybe she has a message for you. The path of agate forms at your feet. Follow it into the centre of the ring of stones. The power of the moon now within you enables you to communicate with all the stones. What teachings do they have for you? The path is your karma, leading you to the passageway beyond. Tonight you may pass through the labyrinth to the astral plane if you wish, and experience your own inner journey, knowing that you have the power of the moon in you to draw you back. The menhir at the entrance to the dark grotto is the guardian of the gates of death, the gates that lead to the final journey of the soul. Gradually you realize you are no longer afraid of death. It is just the final completion of the great work and communion with the Creator. The grain growing around the base of the great rock reminds us of the nurturing grain mother and her message that all living things must die, but that in dying they give their life to those who follow. The seeds that fall at the end of one season contain the germ that will quicken with new life at the beginning of the next season. The earth is our mother. We must take care of her. The earth is our mother. We must take care of her. The earth is our mother. We must take care of her. Hey nana, hoey nana, hey nana. Hey nana, hoey nana, hey nana. The earth is our mother. We must take care of her. The earth is our mother. We must take care of her. Around you with warm, gentle arms, may love surround you and keep you from harm, and may you always continue to grow, and may you find happiness wherever you go, wherever you go. May love surround you with warm, gentle arms. May love surround you and keep you from harm. And may you always continue to grow. And may you find happiness